shoes, chase W's, murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Bitch dolls, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. Watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. Make the flag. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there, 56. Watch the pass. 19.
On third down, Wilson dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Spears. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Waiting. Alert. 56.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to rifle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, here's Penny. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A terrific run there by Penny. 43 yards.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right there, 56. Danny. 4 down. Hey, alert. 56 to Mark. Check 56. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They run the counter. Carson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Jackson. Now he's flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
And some room to run now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, it's Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Carson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
They'll run on first down. Carson, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looked...
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it again with Penny. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now the second down throw on target. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Zebra.
At the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on third down, Wilson buying time to his left. Gonna score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way take some time off the clock and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On first down, Spears. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
56, Mike. Check. Slam. Hey, 0. Stand open. Gun. 56. Check, 56. Hey. One foot.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Got it. 57's mine. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check nickel. Shut up.
They'll run on 1st down. Spears. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You ain't going.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
52. I got one. Check 37.
On second down now, it's Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, it's Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Quit talking about it. Hey, zero.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56, Mike, 56.
So they keep it with Penny on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
56 to mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Gun.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys